Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we shall now continue our discussion on logic, and we are now discussing on the importance of logic. Ano ang kahalagahan ng pag-aral ng lohika, no? So it says here, a person can reason out clearly, spontaneously, and correctly. It becomes your second nature to reason correctly. Now, this is a picture about PhilHealth. This is General Morales, but he resigned because PhilHealth became Fail Health because it is rocked by scam. No, PhilHealth decries 15 billion scam allegations, but he resigned. No, so uh, this is a sad thing there. No, Eliza De La Cruz entered. No, De La Cruz. Okay. Next is ano naman? Letter B. Enables a person to recognize good reasoning and avoid bad reasoning. And letter C helps a person to evaluate persuasions which use mere propaganda, emotional and majority pressure rather than supporting evidence of reason. Now, for example, ito ngayon ang balita sa Philippines, mainit na balita. Doke admits corruption within PhilHealth. Yan. So, ang laki ng pera niya, no? Kahit yung relo niya, 13 million. Yung relo pa lang, ha? Hindi mo naman madala yan kung mamatay ka, no? So, saan mo yan kinuha, no? Yung PhilHealth kasi, at saka DOH, finance yan ng taxes natin as Filipinos. Ito, ang DOH chief na si Secretary Doke, ito naman si director ng Food and Drug Administration, si Domingo, no? So gusto nila vaccination talaga, no? Kasi uh, sabi nila 70% of the people kailangan ma-vaccinate in order to reach herd mentality, right? Herd means parang mga animals, parang kanyan grupo ng mga animals. Later on, sinabi naman nila, oops, 80% pala. So, now, logic enables a person to develop a critical attitude towards his and others' assumptions and presuppositions which serve as basis of one's arguments. So, critical attitude. As Lasallians, we need to have this critical thinking. Hindi naman ibig sabihin na criticize lang tayo ng criticize, wala namang magawang mabuti, no? Critical thinking means you know what is right and what is wrong. Letter E, motivates a person to value the systematic and objective approach in analyzing issues and in doing things. So itong issue, si Francisco Duque, no, sinabi niya, winarak ninyo kami. This is really unfair, unjust. No? Umiiyak siya, no? Sabi ni Senator Gordon, kung wala ka ng tulog, 3 araw na, tapos umiiyak ka pa, pumunta ka sa mga psychiatrist nyo dyan sa DOH. Ang dami nyo psychiatrist din eh. So, um, ito naman, ang GMA News, DOH transfers over 42, hindi lang ito million, billion of funds to DBM, illegal, says House Panel Chair. No? Kasi sa inyo yan, kayo ang bibili niyan. Bakit transfer niyo yan sa DBM? No? Ayan. So, ako na. They blame one another, pero you cannot just wash your hands there. No? Like a Pilate washing his hands. No? Sabi niya, wala akong pakialam sa kay Jesus na ito. Kayo ang may kasalanan dyan. Now, let's go to the types of logic. No? On the validity of reasoning. No? So, una, formal. Ibig sabihin, hindi ito informal. Formal, anong formal? It means there is a form, no? Conformity to structure, no? Mayroong subject, mayroong predicate, no? Parang hindi ka lang nagsabi na condolence, no? Condolence, hindi lang. Kundi sabihin mo, my heartfelt condolence to the bereaved family. Yan, may subject, may predicate. Tapos, sa syllogism, mayroong major premise, minor premise, at saka conclusion. Yan. So, formal. It follows the form. Yan. Ito naman ang news. Duterte defends Doke Anyo. He didn't steal any money. Sabi ni iba, sa punto de vista niya yan. Pero ang kuha nagsasabi na talagang nawawala yung more than 20 billion pesos. Yan, sana pumunta yan. No? Okay. Now, valid. Ito, uh, formal. Insulators are not electric conductors. No? Rubbers are insulators. Therefore, rubbers are not electric conductors. No? Ito mga insulators, ito eh. Wood, wool. Yeah. Kaya kung may nalunod dyan o kung may na-electrocuted dyan, hampasin mo o kunin mo sa pamamagitan ng kahoy, 2x2, yan. Huwag mong hawakan kasi ikaw mamatay dyan sa kuryente dyan. No? Yan. Kaya magsinilas ka kung baka may ground yung floor. No? So, yan. Material na naman, its basis is in the validity of the thought content, yung material niya, no? Or the meaning and the truth of the statement involved in thinking and reasoning. So, anong halimbawa ng material logic? Ito, valid. Stones are hard objects, no? Hard naman talaga ang stones, eh. Real stone ito, klasa. Maraming nagpapapicture dito, no? Yan. Bantay ka lang, baka may earthquake, eh, pisa ka dyan sa bato na yan, no? Pero ito yan, valid. Stones are soft objects. Anong klaseng stones yan, no? O ito, invalid din. Dolphins are fish. Bakit invalid ito? No? Sabihin mo, sir, dolphins are not fish. Lumalango yan eh. Paano hindi fish yan? Parang naguguluhan ako, no? Ito ang sabi ng science, no? Valid. Dolphins are mammals, no? Kasi nagpapadidi ng kanilang mga anak yan eh. Anong proof natin? Ito. Yan. Are dolphins fish? Okay. Ocean service ito, no? Dolphins are mammals, not fish. Yan. So, yan. So, yun ang proof dyan. Now, on the approach to attaining knowledge, no? Kind of logic na naman, no? Deductive. Parang dinededuct mo yun, eh. Deducing from the general truth, no? Argues from universal or general truth to a particular or specific truth, no? Yan. Example, all men are mortal. Doko is a man. Man is middle term. Therefore, Doko is mortal. Yan. So, ito naman. Hospitalizations were 6 times higher and deaths 12 times higher for COVID-19 patients with reported underlying conditions. Kaya kung may allergy ka, may heart failure ka, may high blood pressure ka, huwag ka na magpa-adventure para magpa-bakuna. No? Baka mamatay ka dyan. Maghugas kamay lang yung gobyerno natin. No? Libre yung bakuna, pero mamatay ka, wala nang libre dyan. No? O sabihin, okay, i-declare natin na namatay itong nanay o tatay mo o lulo o lula mo sa COVID. Okay, bigyan ka ng 20,000. Okay, masaya ka, no? Pero ilan o magkano nakuha ng hospital? 730,000. Kasi one COVID patient, severe COVID patients, ang budget ng government dyan is 750,000 pesos, no? Kaya ang daming mga bagong sasakyan eh, no? Yan. Yan din ang pinagtataka ng mga tao. Kaya very eager, no, kapag nabangga yung motor mo, even namatay, sabihin, COVID na lang natin ito, declare natin COVID, no? Kaya pala ang dami-daming namatay sa COVID kasi kahit hindi COVID dinideclare para may budget, no? Okay? Now ito, punta naman tayo sa inductive logic. Opposite ito ng deductive logic, no? Inductive, from particular, ipon ka ng evidence mo, tapos conclude ka kagad. Yan. Generalization. Scientific style ito eh. Kasi yung science, first undergoes hypothesis, then experimentation, then later on generalization. Ito ang approach ng physical science. Ang approach ng philosophy naman ay deductive from general to specific. For example, ito. Ilonggos are religious. Itong Ilonggo na ito, taga Iloilo ito ha. Tayo hindi tayo Ilonggo. We are Negrenses. No? So are Negrenses, no? Cebuanos from Cebu, Warais from Samar, and Tagalogs from Manila. These are all Filipinos. Most likely, Filipinos are religious. So sa inductive reasoning, ladies and gentlemen, you cannot be 100% sure sa yung generalization. Sasabihin mo lang, most likely or most probably, Filipinos are religious. Because mayroon naman mga kapitbahay natin hindi nagsisamba no? Hindi nagbabasa ng Biblia, hindi nagpipray, no? Baka kayo yan. O mga estudyante tayo, hindi aniwala sa Panginoon. So, sinasabi lang ng inductive logic, most likely Filipinos are religious. Kaya when it comes to truthfulness class, it seems na ang truth ng philosophy is more established than science. Do you believe in that class? Sabihin mo, all men are mortal. My lolo or lola is a man. Therefore, my lolo or lola died from COVID or accident or from sickness, no? Kasi mortal naman, no? Lahat, no? Pero sa science, hindi mo talaga masasabi na uh, perfect o 100% 'yan, no? Sabihin mo halimbawa, we can be cured by vaccine. Pero hindi mo masasabi na all people can be cured by vaccine. Kasi Pope Francis nagpa-vaccinate but he cannot command all Catholics to be vaccinated because what's the reason of Catholics? The reason of the Catholics is that the official Catholic doctrine says when it comes to vaccination, which is the domain of science, each Catholic person is given the freedom to follow his informed conscience. Parang voting in class eh. In the Catholic Church, nobody, no bishop, no pope can command you to vote for this particular person. No? Kasi ang dami namang Catholics na nag-run sa politics eh. But the church can just say, vote according to your informed conscience. Kailangan i-educate mo yung conscience mo. No? Yan. Do you understand what I am saying, class? Do you understand what I am saying? Tingnan ko yung time, baka mag-sobra tayo. No? So, 11:05. No? Now, let's go to the, before we go to the divisions of logic, let's ask Bianca Sabadisto. Can I be understood? Klaro naman yung tinig ko at saka yung explanation ko, Miss Bianca Sabadisto.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have any question or objection? Sabihin mo, sir, objection, sir. Mayroon kang sinabi na parang hindi ako naniniwala eh. So, do you have any objection or any other idea?
None, sir.
None. Okay. So, I see Sabadisto pala may 3 points na yan last time. No? So, in philosophy class, as in all my classes, I give the students the freedom to express their thoughts and ideas. Yan ang essence ng philosophy class. Eh, no? We don't suppress the other person's ideas. We listen to the ideas of others. No? Yung sabi nga ni Dr. Sirizal, I will not believe what you are telling me unless I also hear the other side, the other person. Yan. Kailangan balance yan. Even sa mga courts of law, yung judge hindi lang nakikinig sa nag-accuse. No? Hindi pakikinggan niya rin yung na-accuse. Yan. So, para balance, at saka i-weigh niya in balance kung sino ba talaga ang nagsasabi ng totoo dito. No? So, just like itong DOH at saka PhilHealth, iniimbestigahan ng Senate yan, no? Para pakinggan ang bawat side before we go into conclusion. Yan. So, now let's go to the divisions of logic. No? Logic parts. No? Ang thinking equivalent. No? Terms ito, words ito. We will discuss this in our next module 2, no? Terms. So, ang thinking equivalent dito, ideas. No? Pag sinabi mo, beautiful term yan, no? Ideas. No? You are thinking about something, mga scenery, mga bukid, o mga dagat, o mga tao na beautiful. No? And then, propositions or sentences. Ito, ang equivalent niya is judgment. Sabihin mo, the weather is sunny today. No? Kita mo, mataas yung araw eh. So, proposition yan. Correct. No? Pag sabihin mo, the weather is gloomy today. Sabi ni iba, ano ba, mata mo karton? No? Hindi mo nakikita na ang sinag-sinag ng araw ngayon. Eh, no? So, mali yung proposition mo. No? So, inference reasoning ito. No? Yan. Reason from one sentence to the next sentence to the conclusion. Anong nangyayari ngayon sa United States? No? Sino ito? Who is this person? Sino yan?
Joe Biden.
Biden, sir.
Si Joe Biden. Miss Bustamante, kilala mo si Joe Biden, Miss Bustamante?
Yes, sir.
Sino si Joe Biden?
President of the United States of America, sir.
Okay, 1 point ka agad. No? So yun, sabihin ng iba, ito ang ulianin na president. No? Kasi palagi siyang nakakalimot. No? Sabi ng iba, mag-resign na yan siya. Kasi yung cognitive power niya nawawala na. Marami siyang nalilimutan. No? Sabi niya, kung ano-ano mga days na yun, 50 or 5 decades ago. Dami niya. Pero ngayon, gusto siya i-impeach. Bakit? Anong nangyari? Because pinaalis na yung mga American troops sa Afghanistan, pero may mga Americans pa na marami doon. No? More than hundreds or even thousands of Americans, mga Afghanistans na nandun, kawawa sa Taliban. So parang hostage taking na yun. No? Ang laking kasalanan niya, maraming namamatay yan. No? Sabi ni Joe Biden, American troops cannot and should not be fighting in a war and dying in a war that Afghan forces are not willing to fight for themselves. Tipo one side of the coin yan. Bakit pumunta ang United States sa Afghanistan? Kasi nandun ang Taliban, ang Al-Qaeda, noong September 11, year 2000, yung Twin Towers ng United States ay nagiba because of Al-Qaeda. So napatay doon si sa Afghanistan yung leader na si Bin Laden na matay actually sa Pakistan kasi kinupkop ng Pakistan. So this is not only a war of Afghanistan, this is also a war of Americans in controlling terrorists. Kaya ngayon sinasabi nila, resign ka na, Biden. No? Yung ginawa mo, kawawa talaga, may mga Pilipino pa na nandun. No? So, parang inaabandona mo. No? Yan. So, that's it. So, ginagamit natin dito ang logic class. No? So, wala na. Bakit kaya ko nito? Puro lang ko nito. Siguro, stop sharing nito. Naka yung itlog mo. Walang chicken na mangyayari. Yan. So, sabi ni Stephen Hawking, I don't believe in God. I am a scientist. Genius ito, class eh. No? Pero, sinabi sa kanya, so saan kayo nanggaling ang universe? Sabi niya, ang universe ay ginawa ng alien. Ayan. Stephen Hawking announces a new search for alien life. No? Parang napanish siya ng Panginoon dito eh. Hindi siya makapagsalita, parang na-stroke siya. Nagsasalita siya through his mind, tapos nakakonect sa kanyang throat. So yun, parang computerized yung mind, yung salita niya. Pero talagang very intelligent ito. Yan ang mahirap kung ang intelligence mo hindi mo ginagamit sa glory of God, no? Baka magkakasakit ka ng ganyan. Therefore, this universe is created by God. Yan. Okay? So, stop sharing tayo dyan. And then, do you have any clarification, class? Do you have any question? Are you interested in learning about philosophy and logic? Tatanungin natin si Haina Iskala. Iskala? Where are you, Haina Iskala?
None, sir.
None, you have no interest in studying philosophy and logic, no?
I have no questions, sir.
You have no question. Sabi ka na wala ka interest, no? Pero are you interested also to learn about philosophy and logic? Miss
Yes,
Iskala. Why? I-apply mo
Okay.
saan mo i-apply? Sa love life mo o ano?
Sa everyday life man, sir, kay syempre damo man wala mga interesting nga ano nga, wala pa man nabalaan.
Halimbawa, ano?
Um, like kagay na sir, sang specific gid siya bala sir nga
Mhm.
like sang atong example nga dolphin,
Mhm.
hindi siya ano kay mammal gid siya.
Okay. Mammal siya. No? Okay. Correct, Miss Escala. So, mammal na sa yan. Okay. Ti kita, mammal tao, hindi. Are we mammals or not? Hmm? Miss Jun Hamora. Why are we mammals? Hamora, where is Hamora? Wala na, absent ni. Kung hindi magsabat, class 0, ha? No? Okay, may recitation ko diyo, no? 3 points, so, no? Ti Hamora. Ti present man ni Kena, no? Nga absent ni Subong, no? Basi natulugan, no, na, ano? No? Okay, why na di Subong sa participants? So, 19 na lang, no? Ti, aha, ti 0, no? Okay, sige. Si Kwanabe, Andrea Severino. Are we mammals or not?
Sir,
Andrea?
yes.
Why? Why
Yes,
are we
sir.
mammals? Why are we mammals?
Kaya mga kapatid, ang mga bae, sir.
Gapadidi. Ang laki yan, gapadidi man. Wala. Di pro ang mga laki, hindi mammals. Animal.
Mammals, sir.
Animal. Mammals man. Kaya general na ninyo mo. Kita yung mga laki, nagdidi man sa ilang nanay. Okay? Sige. Ano pa naka-record din, no? Pati yung mga joke-joke to nino, naka-record din, no? Basta delikado nino. Okay. It's 11:15. Do you have any other question, class? No? Do you have any other question or ako mag-question sa inyo? Let me ask kabi Eliza de la Cruz. Eliza de la Cruz, where are you? Eliza de la Cruz. Where is Eliza de la Cruz? Are you present, Maneo? Please turn on your microphone and video. No. Okay, are Maneo? May connection, no? Oh, basi natulugan na ni, no? Okay. T0, no? Okay. So this is what our administrators tell us. That during the lecture class, the teacher should let the students recite, no? Because the teachers have realized that some students just turn on their laptops or their cell phones, but they're not there anymore, no? Okay. Te mo na nga sa recitation, mas 0 ka din, no? And then let us call on Canseco Christian. Canseco Christian. What particular thing or part of our lecture did you like or did you appreciate? Din sinada sa gin lecture kay na.
About sa vaccines, wala sir kagina, nag-mention sir.
So you like vaccines or you don't like vaccines?
Hindi. I like man sir vaccine. Syempre, kay do ka ato na na sir pangbato sa virus ko. Pero do ka ano lang sir ay do bisabla do di pala mapatian kay damo sir ano sir mo damo issues like mera pros mera cons. Kaya man nakisang tao sir ka confused man sir ako kung need nila mag take vaccine or hindi na lang gid.
Okay. So, but it is clear, class, thank you, Mr. Canseco, that even in this Sinovac class, there are regulations, there are policies that those who are suffering from severe comorbidities, hindi ka na vaccine, kaya mapatay ka da, no? Because the vaccine forces your body's immune system to produce antibody. But if your body is already very weak, tigulang ka na, 80 years old or 70 years old, but sickly, your body will not be able to produce it, and then you will just die. See, that's the big problem, no? So sabihin nila, anong difference ng vaccines noong una at saka vaccines ngayon? Noong una na vaccine, yung mga anti-measles, anti-polio, anti anti-TB. Iba yung vaccines nila noon, no? It takes 2 to 3 years to make it, no? Ang vaccines natin ngayon hindi 2 to 3 years. Sabihin nila, oh, advance na tayo ngayon. But the result class, response ng tao, kailangan 2 to 3 years. 2 to 3 years din, hindi ako makikita. So you cannot say nga, oh, in-injectionan ako, hindi naman ako namatay, so effective yung vaccine. That is not the scientific way. Because hindi naman natin pwedeng mapadali yung reaction ng tao kasi tao yan eh. We have our bodily reaction. Kaya 2 to 3 years pa. Kaya itong mga vaccines na ito ngayon, mRNA yan. No? Yung messenger RNA vaccines. Bagong vaccines yan. No? Tapos, ito, hindi naman ito sinasabi na cure talaga, but these are what we call emergency emergency use, no? Authorized emergency use. No? Parang experimental ito. No? And during experimentation class, walang tao na kailangan ma-experimentuhan without his or her consent. At kung mag-consent man siya, kailangan ilatag lahat ang mga good and bad consequences. Yan. Do you understand, class? No? Kung hindi nalatag lahat ang good and bad consequences, so illegal yan, immoral yan. No? Kasi mamamatay ka dyan. Sino pa magpapakain ng pamilya mo? No? And then, after nalatag yung mga good and bad consequences, you should be respected whether you will accept it or not. Because that is part of human freedom. Hindi pwede na tuturukan ka lang without your consent. Kung sa babae yan, ni-rape mo mga babae, hindi naman in love sa iyo, no? Ni-rape mo nila, pinilit mo. Mapipriso ka diyan, no? Makukulong ka diyan sa kulungan. So, that is it, class. So, when we study philosophy and logic, we need to be critical of the things that are happening in our society, no? Hindi naman ibig sabihin na critical lang tayo, nag-criticize na parang sino talaga tayo, parang si Mr. Right tayo. Kundi, we need to know what is right and what is wrong. Yun ang sinasabi ni Jesus Christ. You should know the truth so that the truth shall make you free. Yan. Kasi yung lies, yung mga kasinungalingan, sinong father of lies? Sinong father of lies? Sino makakasagot niyan? Sino ang ama ng mga kasinungalingan? Bermudo, Carl, Christian. Ito, Christian ito, Bermudo. Sinong ama ng kasinungalingan?
Herodotus.
Okay. Ama ng kasinungalingan. Ama ng history si Herodotus, no? Pero ama ng kasinungalingan, John 8:44 is Satanas. Hindi si Satanas. Satanas, the father of lies and a murderer since the very beginning. Yan. Kaya yan ang i-avoid natin. So, at this point in time, class, we shall pray. Ang prayer leader natin is Bermudo. Yan, Carl Christian. Bermudo. Sige. Bermudo. Sana si Bermudo?
Sir.
Okay, sige.
In the name of the Father, thank you for the knowledge that we learned today.